This is Kim with Geauga Firearms Academy. Thanks for watching. Today we have Darrell back, our gunsmith, our range safety officer, and we were talking and he had a really good idea. We're going to talk about practical EDC. And a lot of videos you see out there, Darrell, as he was mentioning, are sponsored videos, so they're people trying to push products. But what about the everyday person? How do they carry in everyday life or hiking?
I've been carrying a firearm all day, every day for many, many years. I work with my gunsmithing job every day. I do church security most evenings. I've worked with youth. I like to go hike. I do a lot of outdoor stuff. So I am always on the go.
Darrell also has a unique perspective because he also does long distance bike rides. I think our subscribers would really enjoy hearing a different perspective, because one thing with carrying is there's not really a one size fits all for holsters or guns or anything. So it's good to hear different perspectives, because you might hear something Darrell says and find that very useful. So let's get into what Darrell carries.
The best way to start this off is to just show you what I carry every day. This is not something that I set up this morning. All of these things were sitting in my EDC tray next to my bed this morning when I got dressed. This is just what I put on.
Darrell, take us through it. What do you carry and why do you carry it?
This is what I carry every day. I have my smartphone. It's an iPhone Pro Max 15 with a quad lock case. So that case is special because of the quad lock. I have a receiver on my bicycle that locks it hard to my handlebars, and I also have a receiver in my truck, and if I throw one on a motorcycle sooner or later, I can also put it on that, and it hard mounts to anything and keeps it locked there. Next, we have my flashlight. That's a Streamlight Wedge XT. You'll notice that it has a deep pocket carry and a tactical button on the back. Is also small enough to fit in a side pocket and not drive you crazy throughout the day. Next, we have the all-important backup magazine. I have a 17-round SIG backup mag with a Neo mag holster, also with a deep pocket carry so that it sits deep enough in your pocket that you can have an extended mag and it won't flag. Next, we're going to go to a pen, and I know a lot of people think, oh, it's a pen, but I carry this cool little bolt action pen, which makes a great fidget spinner, but is also metal and has a glass breaker on it. So it looks like a pen. It doesn't look like a tactical Timmy pen. Nobody really notices when I use it, but it does have a couple different features. This is my wallet. It's a small zipper wallet, fits very good in my front pocket. I've added some little orange strings to it just to make it a little more visible. Inside of it though, I carry a Kershaw Cinder, and it's just a little knife with a bottle opener. It's great for, cutting boxes, doing little things that you don't want to use your main knife for. And I've added a red piece of string to it also, so that it's a little more visible and easier to get a hold of.
A lot of people don't know, but they call Darrell the battle gnome. So it's perfect battle gnome size as well. And it has bottle opener.
Let's move on to the knife, because everybody has to carry a pocket knife. So this is a Spyderco Paramilitary 2 that I've also added a deep pocket clip to so that it also doesn't stick out of my pocket, and a small piece of paracord so that I can get a hold of it a little bit easier.
Now for the grand finale, what do you carry? What's the gun?
So I carry a 365 that's been slightly modified. I am a gunsmith, so I don't own anything stock. So we started out with a base SIG 365. We added a Safiri slide and Safiri barrel, night vision sights, a HoloSun EPS carry, a Streamlight flashlight. I carry that. Oh, and I do apologize, it has a M Carbo trigger kit, a Four Brothers holster with a concealment wing, an alias clip, and that attaches to an alias belt attachment. That's cool because that is a hard mount attachment that has a quick release, so I can pull it off my belt easily and then add it to another hard mount in my truck. And there's also a soft mount in a waist bag that I have. So I'll be doing a separate video later, but since it pertains to what we're talking about now, to the alias clip, this is my Vertex bag that I carry every day. I've been using it for years, and it also has an alias attachment in it. And the reason that the alias attachment is cool is because this holster hard locks into those attachments and then has a quick release so that I can easily go from on body to off body if absolutely necessary.
And one of the most overlooked items, I think, when carrying is a belt. Having a good belt really makes a huge difference in your carrying and comfort level and how well you're able to access it. So what kind of belt do you carry, Darrell?
So I carry the core belt, which was actually recommended from my good friends at Geauga Firearms Academy. And I've been wearing this belt for a lot of years. And if you look at all this stuff, it is actually pretty heavy, and I never notice it. I never come home at the end of the day and be like, oh, my back hurts, my hip hurts, whatever, just from carrying what I carry on a daily basis. The only thing that I did was I added a Ranger band to hold the excess belt down, because it gives me in a pinch rubber band, and it's flammable. The reason I really like this belt, there's a couple things, and we can go over a few of these things in another video, because in the last couple years, I've actually lost a little over 50 pounds, and I've used the same belt ever since I started. It's adjustable, it's easily customizable for length, and it doesn't scream, hey, I'm carrying a gun, or look at my gun belt. It's just a plain looking belt. And the one thing I don't want to do is stand out in a crowd. I know that we said this was going to be a carry video, but the thing that really makes it easy for me to carry all this stuff is a lot about what I wear. Now, one of the things that I wear, and I swear this is not a commercial and I am not sponsored, but I wear Vertex Defiance jeans because they're stretchy, I can run, I can move, and they have a lot of extra pockets. So I have a regular pocket, I have this mag pocket back here that nobody looks at, 2 back pockets, and an extra deep change pocket. And I also wear a Vertex hoodie. And I don't know if you heard that, but there's a zipper inside of it. So we live in Northeast Ohio, and it's cold here all the time. So I always have a hoodie on. This hoodie has a zipper inside of it so that I can zip it up, use it as a pocket. But in the case of an emergency, or I'm a little heightened up, I can just reach in here, put my hand on anything that's needed, and if I need to, pull it out and get to work. So I wear my belt buckle to the side. A lot of things Neil and I agree on. Unfortunately for me, he carries 4 o'clock, I carry appendix. I prefer 4 o'clock, but it is not feasible for me. So when I put my holster on here, I put my buckle over to the side. That way I don't have this big bulge showing or flagging that says, hey guys, I have a gun. I do want to preface this with, this is what works for me. I am the guy that at home I have a drawer full of holsters, I have a ton of flashlights, I have entire cases full of knives, and believe it or not, I have more than 1 or 2 firearms. I'm just saying, this is what has worked for me over the last 2 years. As things develop and more stuff comes through, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to try it. And if it works better, I'll let you know.
We can't thank Darrell enough for coming out and sharing what he carries every day. I think it's a great idea to have people come out and give their different perspectives, because like I said, there's not a one-size-fits-all for guns or holsters or anything, but hopefully maybe you found some things that he carries interesting. We always love to have Darrell out when he comes to classes. Everyone wants to see what kind of gear he has. He's always has some cool new gadgets he's checking out and trying out. Hopefully we're gonna have him back again soon to do some videos more specific to carrying, like for when he runs a 5K he carries, or he does his long distance bicycle rides. So if you have any interest in that, please let us know below. Also, Darrell has some exciting news. He's starting his new business, so if you could give him some love, the best thing you can do for a business is go follow their Facebook page, follow their social media, and help them out.
It does have a little bit of social media. There's not a whole lot out there, but hopefully there's a lot more to come. I have been a gunsmith for a lot of years, but believe it or not, I am just a general gun guy who does this stuff all day, every day. I also have an idea to start a podcast of just guys talking about modern gun issues, current affairs, and things that are coming up that we have to deal with on a daily basis. If that's something that you would be interested in, could you please add it in the comments?
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like, a thumbs up, a share, a comment. We always love to hear from you guys. You can find us here on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. We put our content on Rumble, and we also have premium content that we only put on Patreon. Until next time, remember, it's always better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.